The divine right of Trump. From Wikipedia, quote, in European Christianity, the divine right of kings, divine right or God's mandation, is a political and religious doctrine of political legitimacy of a monarch. Close quotes. That's very handy if you're the king. King George III, who in 1776 was on the throne by means of just such a right, was considered by many to be a mad king. Refer to the Declaration of Independence for an astonishing and awful list of things he did. The word mad just might come to mind. He manipulated rules and events to enrich himself and his wealthy contemporaries, including the notorious tax on tea that gave the East India Trading Company a virtual monopoly and triggered the Boston Tea Party. Divine source of power or not, sometimes we the people get to the point where, as Bernie Sanders likes to say, enough is enough. Although I've never cared much for that phrase when any at all is way too much. Meanwhile, you can substitute the disgraced, twice impeached former president's name for King George III in the Declaration of Independence. Then substitute Trump's egregious wrongdoing, including his illegal, unconstitutional, and immoral actions, into an updated version, and it's now the Declaration of Expulsion. You'll understand immediately that he is totally mad and why he was the loser in the 2020 election. Any of him is way too much. Plus, there's nothing divine about Trump. So, notwithstanding the mindless and odious Christian theocracy zealots and the self-defining as patriots insurrectionists, we turned him out decisively for all those mad reasons, and will do so again via the voting booth should he beat all the legal raps coming his way. All of which is to announce to Trump and to all of his angry, frothing, some just deluded voter base, and to his vile legislative sycophants, that there is no divine right of Trump. To paraphrase Obi-Wan Kenobi, these aren't the leaders we're looking for. We can go about our business of replacing them. Here I'm working a Jedi mind trick on you. To be fair, Trump has one inherent right, albeit constitutional rather than divine. He has the right to be held accountable and to pay the price for his wrongdoing. It's going to be rocky, uncertain, and dangerous, but quoting Yoda, make that happen we must. On this, everything depends. Yoda is very wise. Now on to Can't Catch a Break. The recent anniversary and media saturation coverage of Princess Diana's death were noteworthy for an unexpected reason. As their marriage was devolving, both Diana and Prince Charles had extramarital affairs. She was understood and continued to be adored by the public. He was castigated. He never stood a chance as the public took the side of the pretty princess. Now Queen Elizabeth II has died after 16 years as princess and 17 years as queen. She endeared herself to the public first at age 14 as she spoke via radio to the terrified children of the empire during the Blitz of World War II. She brought words of comfort, hope, and strength to them. Later she greeted the troops coming home and did so much more over the decades and just won over the public. And she reigned for such a long time that few can remember any other monarch. Immediately upon her death, her 73-year-old son became King Charles III. It really won't matter what he does or how well he does it. His mother was and will remain so enormously popular that he will be regarded as little more than a caretaker until his son becomes king and renewal begins. This guy just can't catch a break. I'm Jack Altshuler.